So it's Friday. I've been off work for a little bit. I reset the gains and everything in the black Jeep since I got it back here. And I had to, my mids and highs were sounding terrible. So we had to set up the mids and highs amp. And this little thing's beating, which y'all remember these? The little Audio Legion 1600.1s. I got these things years back when Audio Legion went out of business. They had that big sale. I jumped on their website and bought like everything I could. Like a ton of RCA cables. The only amps they had left were these little 1600.1s, and I am so impressed by these. Some people say they're Korean made. I don't know. I know they are strappable, but I don't know if they're Korean made, but they be getting down. I got hair all over me because Deb gave me a beard trim, but it's our anniversary today. So I'm getting ready to go in, take a shower, put on nicer clothes than I normally wear, which I don't really own anything super like dressy. God, like usually when somebody dies, I have to go to the store and buy clothes. I mean, I don't own no jeans or nothing, so I'm putting on a nice pair of shorts and my Goku shirt. I have like a Goku button up. I'm putting that on. We finally found a place here that has steak.
It's casual.
So it's not really a casual dress place for most part, but it's the nicest place we could find in this area. Yeah, when Deb made a Facebook post asking people like in the area, where is a great steakhouse? There was people tagging a bar and saying they had a good New York strip. Like, no, nobody wants a New York strip. I mean, some people might, but that's not really a good steak. So we finally found a place that it's old. They've been there forever. They're one of the more uppity places. So yeah, we're going to check that out today for our anniversary dinner because Deb informed me she wanted steak. Last year she wanted chicken wings. This year she wants steak. So give her what you want, you know. I mean, hey, that's what it's all about. If you notice, we got the canopies loaded for tomorrow. We will not be taking this thing anywhere tomorrow. But I did want to get like the gains readjusted, especially at mids and highs amp. I think the mids and highs were sounding really bad. Now they're way louder and sound a whole lot better. And that VFL amp, I don't even know why I have it in there. I have two of them. That's a 250x4, which more power than I need, but that's what it's all about. I have a 500x4 that's just exactly like it, like a match. So, I don't know. The mids that are in there cannot handle the 500x4. They can't handle the 250x4, but they sound awesome. My homie Duck gave them to me years ago to try in the black Jeep. They're a real budget mid with a tweeter in the middle. I've been looking at work, trying to find something to put in there that's better than those, you know, just something with more power, because it really needs more mid and high. I don't know. I ain't been jumping the ball to do anything. Like I need to rebuild doors for Jangling. Just ain't did it. Because I'm thinking about putting 2 more 8s in each door of that when I get rid of the horns that are in there. Because when I free that up, it's going to give me a lot more room. And then I don't even know if I need a tweeter. Like, honestly, I mean, I might not even need tweeters in Jangling. Honestly, I could probably just do like 6 8s in each door. And then, fuck it, you know. I mean, from that point, I could just use my A-pillars for the highs. Cross them over a little higher and turn them up. Who knows? But anyway, I probably won't film any more today. I was just giving y'all a little update on what I got going on. Tomorrow, we do have a car show. That's why I got the canopies on here. It's a car show in this town. It's Smokey and the Bandit and Dukes of Hazzard themed, which that's right up I love both of those. So, I have called and asked the guy that's putting this thing on, like, can we play music? And he's like, yeah, you can. I don't know how that's gonna go over. Especially with Death Note, because Death Note's like stupid loud. So I don't know. But anyway, oh, I got a new toolbox a while back. Have not organized it yet. And I got these hex lights up in my basement, which I love these things. TikTok shop sent me one set, and I loved it so much that I bought more. Because they are awesome. And I had to put a little, over my toolbox. But I did get a toolbox. I've been buying shelving, and I still haven't organized this shit. I need to at some point, but I haven't. Like, I'll give you a peek behind me. Like, look at all these boxes. We have done nothing. Like, and now when I do work on stuff, I can't find shit because this big ass toolbox has so many drawers that I don't know where anything's at. So, yeah. And when I put all these hex lights up, which I love the way them things look, I put it all on a remote. But anyway, guys, I'll get off here till tomorrow. I don't know how long they're gonna let us play tomorrow. I told the guy that's putting the event on, I'm like, we do have a couple of vehicles with systems in them. I don't really think he knew what we were talking about, because in this whole area we live in, that's like the loudest thing around here. My Jeep's more windy, but Death Note's way louder. Probably by like a dB and a half. So, like, that thing hits hard. But we'll find out tomorrow. So I'll film a little bit tomorrow. Peace out and bass on.
We are at the Marble Hill Car Show. I can't think of the name of it, but it's Smokey and the Bandit themed. So here we are. You know me, I'm a car girly. So let's look at some of this beautifulness. Look at that. I like the color. Like, that bitch is clean. Such an 80s moment. I'll be nosy. I'll up in people's shit. I don't care. Look at. I love everything about it. Them smoked out headlights. That grill. Ooh. So much coolness to look at. And this show hasn't even started. This is an hour before we start. Oh, look at the Torino. Oh my God. Look. Look. You want one? I swear to you, every man I knew, my brothers, stepdad, Jerry's uncle, everybody, his cousin Pee-wee, had one of these. Look at this shit. Yes. But Daisy's cheap. Oh, good Lord. Look. There's Jerry over there checking it out. Look at that. Here we go, here we go. Little 392 Hemi, yes. Oh, those wheels are sick. You guessed it, the General Lee, baby. Jerry's favorite character in the movie drove this.
Whatever. That's not the
original, no.
No, that's not the Smokey and the Bandit car.
Oh.
That's the from Dukes of Hazzard. And it's the Boss Hogg's car.
Look at there. I'm not familiar with his movies. Like, I watch them, but I have no retention on them. They're funny as fuck. The Trans Am. Now, funny story. It's a long time ago. My mama was drinking and driving. and I was in the hatch of an old Trans Am, and she wrecked, and I went to the dashboard. So I'm gonna let y'all go for a minute. When I get up closer to some of these other cars, I'll be back. Y'all see that, right? Oh, she clean, she clean.
It even has the new car smell.
Oh yeah. 7 years dead. It's clean as shit.
Who doesn't love a Nova?
43 years is that bought it from the original.
So yeah, you can get history from some of the drivers while you're checking out their stuff. But we really want to get y'all in here and let y'all see the pretties. Yes. Ooh, that's a nice combo. Look at that neon green. Green is one of my favorite colors. And it just looks so fucking sweet with that matte black. Look at that. It should be illegal to park this much sexy next to the road. Life is beautiful on the hill. Look at it all. Okay, so we know we're gonna want some up close with this one. Ooh-wee. Ooh, they serious about they shit. Look at how pretty. Oh. Such a clean truck. These guys with these cars, they have all the patience in the world. I wish I had it. The restorations, the love, the time and dedication. I'm not a big fan of orange, but she still look good. Whoop, little tree action. I didn't want to get too close. It's the little details. The little details. I love it. I absolutely adore it. Even the cleaning rags is orange. Let's go back here and look at that ass. She's shiny. They are just here, there, and everywhere. I can't get enough. Of course you're gonna LS swap it, because it's beautiful. 1986. You are so good. Ah, that red, that black. It's a beautiful combination. Ooh, what we got back here? We got little bumps in the back. Yes! There are two places I am happy in this life, in nature and at car shows. I love fast cars, loud cars, you name it. It's a beautiful thing. Now, I have passed this one at the gas station I was parked next to it. She's gorgeous. I can't get enough. So cleanly done. Oh. Just gorgeous. So like I said, we are still about 55 minutes before it starts. And I've got a view of all this sexiness already.
I think I saw. Look over there.
Reminds me of my grandma's living room, but it'll keep it fresh, keep it new. Cobra. Gorgeous. I saw this one pull in too. Beautiful, beautiful. Red on red on red. Oh. Why I'm not a huge fan of convertibles. I love this car. Love it. She's sexy. All right. Oh my. Oh my. Gimme, gimme, gimme. Look at it. Look. You just want to enjoy it, right? I couldn't have nothing this gorgeous. I'd be trying to daily drive that shit. Oh. I just like the stuffies, y'all. Look. Alright, we're getting into some new shit. We got some old shit pulling in. Hold on, let's walk over here. Oh. You know, we'll get close-ups on this later. But, yes.
Let's hope we don't get the music in the background picked up too much, but this is one of my favorite cars here so far. Like, this guy's went the extra mile, custom graphics, did the color blends really well. Great wheels for the build, great interior. He said it's got a LS60 in it with Holley fuel injection with a 4L60E. I think that's what it is.
4L80.
4L80. Okay, so a stronger transmission. The Coraboo's. And he's got some, this is the man right here that owns the car, but he's got pictures here of when he said he drug it out of the weeds. But restored beautifully. I dig it. And I always love these because Smokey and the Bandit, you know. But very good build. Pretty cool trucks over here, but I had to stop at this Bronco because this man got some beats in here. I've never heard of West Coast Custom brand. I know they had a TV show, but I just thought it was interesting. Uh-oh, there goes the Bandit. There goes Sheriff Buford T. Justice. Go, Bandit. Go, Bandit, go. Up. The Bandit outran him. The Bandit outran him. Hold your hat, Junior. That's kind of cool, guys. Like, for real, that's kind of cool. That dude looks just like Sheriff Buford T. Justice, too. The guy playing Bandit, he doesn't look as, yeah, legit, but it still works. Just roll with it.
Let me have a Diablo sandwich and Dr. Pepper and make it fast. I'm in a goddamn hurry.
I love it. I love it. And there's the Bandit. We got Junior. But my
You
favorite.
want something?
Hush puppies, Daddy.
We got no time for that crap.
Band one. It needs the top cut off and a door missing. But the dude, he looks just like the part. Like he's nailing Sheriff Buford T. Justice. I mean, he's got the look really down pat. He looks just like him.
Tell you what, there's that one. Here's this one too.
Just like to let you guys know.
It's got the bandit temp line on it.
Nice, nice.
You're like, okay.
Holy Moses. Look at that little JL. That's a 10, I guess. Kind of interesting. Makes me wonder what the hell that is. That thing's monstrous. Like, that's at least, that's bigger than a 24. That's just insane to be in this van. Like, that's wild. I mean, I'm digging it. I just won Best Jeep here, but this subwoofer's got me puzzled. That thing's huge to be in an old van like this. I dig it though. Okay, so they're running it infinite baffle, and it literally says like, here, hold this, Beth. Let's zoom in on it. I don't want to dig all up in there. What's that say? Selective impedance, 2, 4, or 8 ohm. That is odd. But anyway, I thought y'all would get a kick out of this. That's just a big ass sub. All right, I'm out. So we're back home from the car show today. And guys, I've said it before, I love hitting them little car shows like that. And I mean, it turned out to be a pretty decent car show. As y'all seen, I mean, it wasn't super big, but it was still fun. A lot of young people. And by young people, I'm saying like there was a lot of kids there from the age of like, you know, 10 to early 20s that got demos today. And that's awesome because if kids love this stuff, get them interested, you know. And they get interested by getting demos and having fun. But on another note, I won Best Jeep at a show. So that was cool.
Marble Hill has the chillest mayor.
Yeah.
Trey is awesome.
We met the mayor of the city that we live in, this little township or whatever it is. And I mean, he bullshitted with us for like 30 minutes. And it was just cool because he come up and introduced himself. You know, he's like, hey, I'm the mayor. At first he introduced himself and we get to talking. And then he, you know, he's like, well, I'm the mayor. So we got to ask him cool questions about the town that we were curious about and shit. And all of that, it was just a good event. Honestly, the dude that put it on was kind of just like weird, kind of weird at first, you know. But then I guess he got interested in what me and Deb were doing. Because we were kind of on the outskirts of this car show. And that's where I wanted to be because I didn't want our music to disrupt the car show. But he come over and bullshitted for a while. Him and like the guys that were putting on the show with him and everything. So they turned out to be really, you know, chill people. So all in all, it was good. And it's nice to kind of meet the people in the community we live in. Because we met a lot of people that live here now that have been curious when they drive by our house and see the Jeep in the front yard. And hear me pull into the gas station when I do go down to the gas station with the Jeep and shit playing music. So it was just kind of cool. But anyway, I got to give the kid that mows my yard a demo. Deb gave him a demo. Great kid. Man, I love this kid because he's like only 13 and he's out here hustling.
I gave a demo to the first guy that sold us on the lawn.
I did too. I know kids that are out here like 18, 19 that don't hustle the way this kid does. And this kid gives me hope for the future because he knows what gender he is. He's not confused like that. He's not at home playing video games. He's just a normal kid how I grew up, you know. But he's out here. I'll watch him get off at a school bus and go home and grab his mower and he's driving down the street and he's out here hustling mowing yards.
We just left the show.
And-
He's just bragging.
Yeah, like he was at this car show and right before I jumped out here to film, I saw him go by our house on his lawnmower. So he's already back at work and that gives me hope for the future, you know. Because like I said, I know guys in their late teens, 20s that don't hustle like this kid. And I have watched this kid mow like 3 yards after school. And I mean, at $40 a pop, this kid's making $120 a day. And he's only 13. So I really respect what this kid's got going on. I was hoping his parents would be there because I was going to tell them they were doing a hell of a job raising him. So, anyway, I hope nobody gets mad about me saying he's not confused about his gender because, I don't know. It's a lot of times them people that had that problem want to sit home and play video games and not do shit for themselves. And it just makes me proud to see a kid this young in my neighborhood out here doing shit. You know, he's getting that money. But I don't know what else I have going on today. My buddy Chris is, he borrowed one of my multimeters in DD1 to set up his son's gains and everything in his car. So I've been on the phone with him a little bit. But me and Deb's going to go try a Diablo sandwich and a Dr. Pepper. That's the plan. From the Smokey and the Bandit movie. I don't know. One of the little restaurants here in the town has a Smokey and the Bandit special today because the car's showing. I want to go check that shit out. But all right, peace. Check this out. Like my buddy Chris Wisman. I got two buddies named Chris that I hang out with, but a bi-air compressor and a little 2-gallon air tank. I try to find somewhere to put that on my Jeep, and I ordered the train horns last night. Like the big kit train horn with the 4 trumpets and everything, so I'm gonna try. Don't know how well I'm gonna make out with it, but I'm gonna try. So anyway, yeah. I had a mini truck way back in the day on air ride, so it was easy to do a train horn on it. But I have no room on the Jeep for anything, so it's gonna be one of them trial and error things. I might have to order a different air tank, but I got a compressor at least, and it's bi-air, so not terrible. But I'm kind of excited about that. I forgot all about it until I got in the car and saw it this morning, or well, today. But I've been wanting a train horn set for like a couple years now. And that's the first step to me getting this done. All right, guys, so I have my door loaded. I'm going to my buddy Wishman's shop. We're gonna try to get some steel welded on here so I can take it home, pour a gallon of epoxy in it. But I woke up to bad news this morning. A lot of you guys have probably already seen on Facebook. Dan Current passed away last night. Dan was like a fucking legend in the car audio community. No, he didn't have like the biggest, loudest, windiest build. He was just a solid ass dude that had been in it forever. So that kind of sucked hearing that. He was excited when he found out I was moving back to this area because we were gonna like hang out whenever I get up to St. Louis. But hell, I was gonna see him next week at the Odin show, and yeah, he was at Made of Steel, and they said that he just told everybody, you know, last night after dinner he wasn't feeling good and went back to his room, and I guess that's kind of how they found him. I don't know all the details. It's just, that's what I woke up to, as Deb told me as soon as I woke up, because TCP, everybody in my team was friends with Dan, so that's kind of how things went down. But
My heart breaks for Dan and his family.
even Deb's like, my heart breaks, because Dan was a cool fucking dude. He just didn't give no fucks.
He had great energy. He was an amazing soul.
Right, he was a solid ass dude. You know, and that's even leaving the shit with the Clue out, because that, I mean, he was
well deserved.
He was well known for that, but deep down, I think this one even might bother the Clue, just because they had such a long history, and that shit had been squashed for years, you know. But it sucks, man, when you lose. I ain't even gotta say he was a friend, because we only really talked at shows, but he was just such a cool ass dude that it kind of sucks. And like I said, we were gonna make plans to hang out this summer, you know, maybe grill or something, but
He's right up the road.
he was, yeah. It's just, you know, us getting settled in here and shit, and Dan was probably like me. He wasn't the kind of motherfucker to be like hounding you and texting and shit every day, but fuck, when you saw each other, it's like, you know, you were still friends and shit. I'm definitely that guy. I'm terrible at texting people, because I'm always on the go trying to find something to do, you know. keep my brain like at bay. But anyway, I'm going to work on this fucking door. Oh, I'm started. This is my buddy Chris. You remember Chris from the episode where I pulled that big tree down out back that fell on his 1950 what?
53 Craftsman.
53 Craftsman lawnmower. So I got started on this plate for here. I had the template for this still in the glove box of the Jeep from where Dustin made the original template. But now I'm doing CAD, cardboard aided design, to get this set up here somewhere. I got this traced on the steel. I got to cut it out. I got to pull these screws and grind this. And then we got to make a template for this, how me and Dustin did last time. Which, I'm going to try something different because the door is split and cracked around all of the bracing, which the bracing held up great for months. I am going to fill this door with epoxy at a lot of places. But after I get a piece made here, I almost need to make something down through here and weld it together. But the steel I'm using, even though it ain't super thick, it's kind of thick. So this has got me like perplexed almost. I might, just make a piece, forget that roll, make a piece right here that'll roll into where the steel is here. And that'll add the reinforcement here where it keeps splitting through here. Down there, yeah, I don't know why that keeps coming apart there, but anyway, it's all trial and error at this point. At least this door is blue and not red, so that's gonna look pretty friggin' dope. And check this out. This is Chris's Pride and Joy project vehicle, which I've known Chris a long fucking time, and he's always been really good at painting and body work and all that shit. So this is his project that he has going. He's got all the 4-link and everything ordered for it. And here is an artist rendition of what he plans on having it look like when he's done. And yes, this dude does have LEDs behind that, so at night it glows. I'll be back. I'm Chris and drilling my hose for this thing. I got this plate made with CAD, again, cardboard aided design, can't beat it. It fit on here good, so I'm getting ready to cut that thing out. I don't know what to do down here. That's the drain hose for the door for when it does leak water in, up here. And I plan on filling this thing like to the brim up here and all down through there with epoxy. So, yeah. What was this door off of? A 99. 99, baby. But, I don't know. It's kind of wild because Dustin usually always helped me do all this shit, but I live away from Dustin. I do miss Dustin. But we got this piece. I got her bent where she fits pretty good up there. So I'll tack it. I'll start like tack, 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 and then we'll have to bend it in place down here and weld, but we're getting it pretty quick, I might add. Like, this is going relatively quick. Here's one I took out for the shank. The shank. All right, I'm getting back to work. My welding skills definitely aren't as good as Dustin's, but I put plates here. I put that one there because it split down through here last time, and hopefully I stitched them two welds together to hold. I don't know, but got this plate on. That's really all I know to do with this, because it wants to rip through here, and these plates keep it from doing that. I know that my next was here, so with them welds touching each other right there, hopefully this will keep that from happening. My wood panel will cover that. So I need to cut this out, this thing off, and then get my wood panel ready to go on here. Okay, that's all I know. I can take it home now, pull all this wiring, which I can, woohoo, wiring. Like, I'm not gonna use any of this. What? I'm not that strong. Yeah, I got it. He-Man, oh. But anyway, get that shit out of there. And at this point, it'll be ready to start laying epoxy in. Luckily, we got this little ledge around where the handle goes on, so I don't have to really do a whole lot of work there for the epoxy. We had a fire happen in here. But I'm gonna put my door lock, all that shit in it. So hopefully, with some epoxy, she'll be ready to go. Which I gotta clean and kind of scuff this up inside here. But I wanna go like up to this ledge. Because this ledge right up here, that is what holds the rubber seal. And I mean, I can put epoxy to there, and that ledge, I hold that epoxy in, which will make this outer skin here, see how it's flexible? It'll make that a lot more rigid by bracing it through there, which will keep it from ripping here under the mirror. So, you know, it is what it is. But epoxy the shit out of it. My buddy Chris has some like blue paint laying here. I'm probably gonna paint the inside of it black. I just threw something on it to keep it from rusting. I'd never used that welder before, so it was like blowing the shit out of some holes in the beginning. And by the time I did this one, I got better at just kind of like stitching it, where you like pull trigger, stop, pull trigger, stop. But yeah, guys, that's really all I got for now. I got to get longer bolts for that because we didn't have like the ball die thing. And I wanted to go ahead and get it welded on while I was here. So a little bit longer bolt there, but we ought to be good. Well, guys, we ain't just been all screwing around today. I moved my door and stuff over yonder. Put his sawhorses back up. We got his trailer unloaded, and this is what he had on the trailer. He lucked out and got this lift thing for pretty much nothing. The ramps are back there, so we just got to go to Harbor Freight and get a winch and make something to connect the front here, which that thing ain't heavy because it's just like a frame and body. But we got to get that up on this table here so he can continue working on it. I said, I love projects, and he's got a hell of a project going. And those don't go on this, that's just fair. This has already got the bags on it, it's already lifted up. But he's got all some good, nice shit on here. It just needs finished. And that's kind of where this table comes in. We did measure from the front of the tire to the end of the bed to make sure that where we have it in here, the door would still shut. And we got it moved over to one side because he wants this walkway here to do shit right here. So we had to make sure it would clear the door. But it kind of worked out good today, because I got to do what I need to do to get that door started. Got his shit off the trailer, so the trailer will be out of the way. Got this set up so he can get motivated to get to work on that. And like I said, he ordered all the rear suspension link for that, and the watch link and everything. So he had to get this set up so when that shit comes in, he can start measuring and tacking. So good day, right, Chris?
I hope so.
Well, I mean, it's been a good day so far.
I can't complain.
So the women are out getting stuff for supper. So yeah, we get food after all this. That'd be nice. Damn, it got dark in here. It's dark. We heading home. We had dinner. Me and Chris went out and got all of his winch stuff that he needed at Harbor Freight. So that's a wrap, guys. I got my door loaded in here. You can't see it back here. It's fucking dark. So yeah, hopefully here in the future. We got the Odin show next weekend in Odin, Illinois. So that'd be cool. first base event in Missouri. So we got that coming up. I don't know when I'm gonna put this door on. I got some ideas rolling around in my head though. I still gotta epoxy it. And when my train horns come in, I gotta go buy some hose and shit and get that taken care of. So who knows? I mean, it's just like future projects I have upcoming. But until then, guys, I'm out. As always, use code JACO, J-A-C-O, at Sky High to save 7.5% off your order. I mean, it's a good chunk of money. I mean, it's not 10%, but it's a hell of a lot better than 5. So, yeah, use that code. And until next time, guys, peace out and bass on.
I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement.